Welcome to the decadent, the extravagant, the utterly unnecessary world of cars that cost more than some small countries. Yes, folks, today we're diving headfirst into the automotive fever dreams of billionaires. We're talking about machines so exclusive, so outrageously engineered, that owning one is basically a shortcut to being on a first-name basis with Elon Musk. Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey through the highest echelons of automotive excellence. From the sleek and sexy to the downright bonkers, we'll be exploring the cars that make even a seasoned car enthusiast weak at the knees. So grab yourself a beverage, because things are about to get deliciously extravagant. Right then, let's kick things off with a car so exclusive it makes a Fabergé egg look like a Happy Meal toy. I'm talking, of course, about the Bugatti Voiture Noire, which, in a shocking turn of events, is French for the black car. Now, you might be thinking, black cars are about as common as politicians with a shred of honesty, but trust me, this is no ordinary black car. This, my friends, is automotive haute couture. Underneath that sculpted carbon fiber bodywork lies a 16-cylinder engine that churns out an astonishing 1,479 horsepower. But the La Voiture Noire isn't about brute force, it's about presence. It's about gliding through Monaco, turning heads and causing a collective gasp that ripples through the Principality. This one-off masterpiece is rumored to have cost a cool $18.7 million, making it the most expensive new car ever sold. Next up, we're heading to Italy, the land of pasta, pizza, and of course ridiculously fast cars. But we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill Ferraris or Lamborghinis here. No, we're talking about something altogether more exotic. Prepare yourselves for the Pagani Huayra BC, priced at a staggering $2.8 million. Now, Pagani is a brand that dances to the beat of its own V12 engine. The Huayra BC, named after the Inca god of wind, is their masterpiece, a symphony of carbon fiber, active aerodynamics, and a screaming 789 horsepower. This car is a riot of curves and angles, like a supermodel sculpted by the wind itself. And speaking of wind, this thing cuts through it like a hot knife through butter, thanks to its active aero system. But it's not just about looks and downforce. The Huayra BC is packing a 6-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine that produces a sound that can only be described as a symphony of internal combustion. And for a cool $2.8 million, you can own this pet dragon. Right, let's leave the sunny climes of Italy and head north to Sweden, a land known for its flat-pack furniture, questionable meatballs, and, surprisingly, some of the most bonkers hypercars on the planet. I'm talking, of course, about Koenigsegg, a company that seems to operate on a different plane of existence when it comes to automotive engineering, and the Jesko, well, that's their latest and greatest creation. A car that makes even the most hardened petrolhead question the laws of physics. This thing is absolutely bonkers. A 1,600 horsepower testament to Swedish engineering prowess. Now, 1,600 horsepower is a lot. To put that in perspective, that's more horsepower than a Bugatti Chiron and a McLaren P1 combined. But it's not just about brute force. The Jesko is also incredibly light, thanks to its extensive use of carbon fiber. In fact, it weighs less than a Ford Fiesta. So you've got all this power and almost no weight to hold it back. And the price for this slice of Swedish madness, a cool $3 million. You're buying bragging rights. A ticket to the exclusive club of people who can say they own a car that can outrun a fighter jet. Chapter 4, Lamborghini Veneno, the Raging Bull's ultimate weapon. Now, we're heading back to Italy because, let's face it, no one does outrageous supercars quite like the Italians, and when it comes to outrageous, Lamborghini wrote the book. And the Lamborghini Veneno, well, that's their masterpiece, a car so extreme, so in your face, that it makes an Aventador look like a Toyota Camry. This thing is pure, unadulterated Lamborghini, with a design that's more suited to a spaceship than a road car. Lamborghini only made 3 of these bad boys, and they were all spoken for before the first one even rolled off the production line. Chapter 5, Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, a rare beauty with a price tag to match. Right, let's talk about Ferrari, because no discussion about supercars is complete without mentioning the prancing horse. But we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill 488 S or F8 Tributos here. No, we're talking about something altogether more special. We're talking about the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, a car so rare, so exclusive, that it makes a diamond look like a lump of coal. It's a stunning piece of automotive art. A rolling sculpture that pays homage to classic Ferrari designs while still looking towards the future. But don't let the beauty fool you, the Sergio is no slouch when it comes to performance. Ferrari only made 6 Sergios, each one a bespoke creation tailored to its owner. Chapter 6, McLaren P1LM, the track-focused hypercar that's also road legal. Now, let's pop over to the UK, a land known for its terrible weather, questionable cuisine, and surprisingly, some of the most technologically advanced supercars on the planet. And when it comes to technological wizardry, McLaren is in a league of its own. And the P1LM, well, that's their masterpiece, a track-focused monster that's also road legal. Underneath that aggressive aerodynamic bodywork lies a hybrid powertrain that combines a twin-turbocharged V8 engine with an electric motor for a total output of 904 horsepower. McLaren only made 5 P1LMs, and they were all snapped up by eager collectors before you could say downforce. And with a price tag of around $3.7 million, it's safe to say that these collectors had rather deep pockets. Right then, let's talk about luxury, the kind of luxury that makes even a sultan say, "Steady on, old boy, that's a bit much." And when it comes to luxury, Rolls-Royce is the undisputed king. But we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill ghosts or phantoms here. No, we're talking about something altogether more bespoke. We're talking about the Rolls-Royce Sweptail, a car so exclusive, so personalized, that it makes a Savile Row suit look like something you'd find in a bargain bin. This one-off masterpiece is a modern interpretation of a 1920s yacht, with a sweeping rear end that would make a Gatsby weak at the knees. The Sweptail is packed with bespoke details, from the handcrafted wood veneers to the champagne cooler that pops out of the rear deck. The Sweptail is rumoured to have cost a cool $13 million, making it the most expensive new car ever sold at the time. Now, that's what I call bespoke luxury. Chapter 8, Aston Martin Valkyrie, a hypercar forged in the fires of Formula One. Now, let's talk about Aston Martin, a brand that's synonymous with British style, sophistication, and of course a certain secret agent with a penchant for fast cars and shaken martinis. But we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill DB11S or Vantages here. No, we're talking about something altogether more extreme. We're talking about the Aston Martin Valkyrie, a hypercar that's as close as you can get to a Formula One car for the road. The Valkyrie is powered by a naturally aspirated 6.5-litre V12 engine that revs to a screaming 11,100 RPM. Aston Martin only made 150 Valkyries, and they were all spoken for before the first one even turned a wheel. And with a price tag of around $3.2 million, it's safe to say that these owners are not short of a bob or two. Chapter 9. Maybach Excelero, a one-off coupe with a price tag as big as its engine. Right then, let's talk about Maybach, a name that's synonymous with luxury, opulence, and of course being driven around in the back of a car that's longer than a small yacht. But we're not talking about your run-of-the-mill S-classes with a fancy badge here. No, we're talking about something altogether more unique. We're talking about the Maybach Excelero, a one-off coupe that's as rare as it is expensive. This thing is a modern interpretation of a classic Maybach sports car from the 1930s, and it's absolutely massive. The Excelero is powered by a twin-turbocharged V12 engine that produces a whopping 690 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. The Excelero is a one-off creation built for Fulda tyres to test their high-performance tyres, and while it's not officially for sale, it's rumoured to be worth around $8 million. Chapter 10, Lykan Hypersport, the Middle Eastern hypercar with a need for speed. Now, let's jet off to the Middle East, a land known for its oil wealth, scorching deserts, and surprisingly, a burgeoning hypercar scene. And when it comes to over-the-top extravagance, the Lykan Hypersport takes the cake. This beast is the brainchild of W Motors, a Lebanese company with a penchant for pushing the boundaries of automotive design. The Hypersport is a riot of sharp angles, aggressive lines, and enough scoops and vents to make a Lamborghini blush. But the real piece de resistance is the headlights. They're encrusted with diamonds. But it's not all about the bling. The Hypersport is also packing some serious heat under the hood. It's powered by a twin-turbocharged flat-six engine that churns out 780 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. W Motors only made 7 Hypersports, making it one of the rarest cars on the planet. And with a price tag of $3.4 million, it's also one of the most expensive. So there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the rarefied world of cars that cost more than a small island nation. These machines are the automotive equivalent of a Fabergé egg, exquisitely crafted, ludicrously expensive, and utterly impractical. but that's precisely what makes them so desirable. They're the ultimate expression of automotive excess, a middle finger to the mundane and a testament to the boundless creativity of human engineers. Which one would you choose if money were no object? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more luxurious content.